What's going on YouTube? I am HotMessNessMua, otherwise known as Vanessa, and we are going on the extension of the blush collection. So we're on the collection video. This is blushes. I'm going to go through, show you guys all my blushes, a couple things that I think that might end up in declutter, some things that might go in the trash, and some things that will go on to the I need to try out, and go from there, because some of these things I just think that they've seen their last leg, or I have too many similar shades and it's just not necessary at this point. So we're gonna go through that today. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, what do you guys want to see next in the collection series? Do you want to do something small like liners? I don't have a lot of concealers. I know I don't have a lot of foundations. We start hitting up the lipsticks though, whoa. Yeah, and then getting into brushes, oh man, that's work, man. That's some work. So let me know, guys, what do you want to see? All right, yeah, here we go, onto the video. Let's get into the swatches and the products. So I was on a kick for a minute to get a lot of blushes for my pro makeup kit, and then eventually you go, who needs that many blushes? So I haven't actually bought any blushes in a long time. So these are what I have. If there's anything that I decide that I don't want anymore, let's see where we're at in this. If there's anything I decide I don't want anymore or just not getting used, we'll put it in the declutter pile to either be sold or to be trashed or donated. So these are my Makeup Geek blushes. I got them when they were on a sale. I even have a Makeup Geek Z palette. So these are the shades that I have. I have Valentine, Spellbound, XOXO, Heartthrob, Soulmates, that was my stomach, Infatuation, Cherish, and Promise Ring. So some of them were cool, some of them were warm, you know, just a good balance. These are good blushes, guys. These are really good. So if you're ever on the Makeup Geek site, you wanted to check these out, I believe because they're rebranding, you know, you're getting these at a discount. What finger did I use these for? So if you were in the market for blushes, these are some Makeup Geeks. So right now these are in my makeup basket. I'm testing these out, seeing if they stay or go. I have quite a few Tarte blushes. This was the Color Wheel one. It's got, you know, one side and one side. I still have the little plastic flap in there. Tarte. Okay, these are all of my Tarte blushes. I bought some of them as singles during 21 Days of Beauty, and I got some of them in like the big book. I got the second big blush book. The first big blush book was such a hit. When they did number 2, all the people that had the first one said the second one wasn't as good. So I'm going to have to go through these. Some of them are so similar. I'm like, do I really need that many? Like, this is Risque and this is Seduce. And look, do I need both? Do I really need both? I mean, they essentially look the same. And then this one has barely any pigment. This one is Sensual. And then I can even look on this side over here. This one is called Feisty. They smell good though. So I think that I need to go through and find the ones that are so incredibly the same. This one's Party. I got a little blush kit. And then this one is Insightful. The thing is I don't know that I saved the cases that these go in. So I'll have to go from there. Again, Tarte blushes are good. These are highlights and they'll end up going in when I do my highlight declutter. But again, how many of these kind of shades do I need? And then eventually you wonder, it's just doesn't look very good. So I might go through and keep a couple of the more neutral shades and try to get it down to one palette so I'm actually using them. I mean, there's not a lot of times that I use this kind of a shade, but then I can keep some of the more vibrant ones for my kit when I'm doing makeup. It's good to have these kind of shades, especially if you're doing deeper skin tones, and then I can cover my bases. But some of them still look pretty good. Some of them need to go. I really like this little set, but it was lacking some of these more neutral shades, so maybe I could just condense that way. But I will definitely be going through these to figure out what stays and what goes. But these are all my tarts. So how many do I have? 16 full size and 2 littles and 1 palette. Okay, these are my little benefit kits. This was the original OG, one of the very, very first ones that came out when they did these box sets. And then I ended up picking up this one on a used site because it had Dallas, and I was starting to kind of like the bronzer in that. I always thought that I would declutter, like depot these, but I haven't. I literally just pull it out. And this dandelion shade is such a soft pink. It's actually really good to brighten up your whole entire face. But sometimes I pop this on my cheekbones just to get a little color out of it. But Coraliste is in this one and this one. My problem when they, and look at Rocketours in this one and this one, and Hula. So these are essentially the same with the exception of the Sugar Bomb and Dallas. If I was going to buy anything else that was benefit, I would stick to the mini boxes. This is the mini California. I've had it for a long time. I use this one all the time. And look I still have lots of use left. So I do enjoy this. This one is actually under my vanity and I use it all the time, and look, barely hit anything on them. But if they ever did a completely new setup like this with all different colors, like don't do your original Hula, we have that, I would buy another one if I needed to. But as far as any kind of new blushes, I highly recommend going with these little guys because I just set it up on my counter and I use it all the time. Now we're on to the Too Faced blushes. I picked up these during another 21 Days of Beauty when these were half price. These are amazing little blushes and they have a little bit of, you know, shine to them, but I really just need to get down to my top faves. I'm kind of wondering if my Tarte ones have lost their steam and I should just stick to my Too Faced. These I use all the time, and look, you barely hit a dent in them, and it still even has the writing in them, and I do use them a lot. But look at this one. This one is Baby Love, and it pretty much is the same as every one of those Tarte ones that I showed you guys. So there's that one, and this one is Love Hangover. This is just a good formula that doesn't let you down. I don't notice them fading right away. This one I think I've barely used. Look at that. Have I ever even used this one? I like blush, but I tend to focus more on my eyes and other things. So I think once I got these, that's why I didn't buy much more. This one I still use on the regular. You can mix it all together, or you can just go for this kind of the orangey, or you can go real bright. This is a great little one, but again, it's got like shimmer to it. So I've been going more glowy with my face, and I haven't noticed that this emphasizes texture or anything. It just looks nice. And then when Papa Don't Peach came out, I had to have this one. I feel like this wasn't the same quality as even the originals. I'm not ready to part with it because I still try to use it, but I think I need to take some tape to this and see where it goes. And then I got the Sweet Peach Glow. I know this kind of would be highlighter, but these are all toppers. This shade I feel is like kind of useless. It looks funny on my skin. It's just not a great highlight for me. I try to go with the little peachy. I think I can get what I need from this out of these two. And then the bronzer topper, it's meh. So I think this one's gonna go in the declutter pile. I have a few singles because when I very first started, and a lot of them are gone now, I depotted a lot of, I looked up like favorite blushes or dupes for blushes, and I built a blush palette with drugstore so that way I could take it on set. but they've been broken and whatever. I don't even remember what e.l.f. ones these are. So these are going in the trash. This is the Milani Illuminoso, and I actually have it out on my counter, and I use this as a topper all the time. It's just really pretty. It's probably not as good as it once was, but I think I can get from this still, and I'm still using it. So this will stay, the other two are trash. I forgot I had this little one. This was another e.l.f. It was like St. Lucia. It was supposed to be a dupe for the, what was it? Orgasm eyeshadow, but it's going in the trash. I found it in the bottom. It had some good use for me, but it's gone now. These are all my IT Cosmetics blushes. I find as I get older, there are some aspects of IT Cosmetics for my face I really enjoy. This is the Je ne sais quoi. I had to get some hard pan off of this. The bronzer is nice. I mean, I know we're going into face products, but we're trying to focus on blushes here, but I have to get past that. And I do like their pressed powder with a very, very light hand. But this is the blush called Je ne sais quoi. It is the actual blush. It's a nice, pretty pink shade, and I like it. So I'm not ready to get rid of this palette yet. I do use it. These I love. I got this, another 21 Days of Beauty. It doesn't want to open. The highlight, I got it kind of damp with my beauty blender. Don't love that. It still is nice, but you can blend the whole thing. The brush that you're supposed to use with this, so you can get a one swipe and then just do it in one motion, I don't go for that. I literally take my brush and use a little bit of the bronzer. I'll take a brush and go here, or I can lighten it or deepen it. I do love this. I wanted all of them, but I realize I have so much. This is good enough. I like this. This is just a very, very neutral blush. And this one is, which one is this? I think it was like the medium or light. What color are you? Instant Nude Glow. So I really like these. This one is Naturally Pretty, the Bye Bye blush. So a lot of times when I know I want to reach for an IT Cosmetics blush, I'll go between the Naturally Pretty and the Je ne sais quoi, and I like this. And then Penny just sent this. She didn't love it. It's one of the Vitality discs, so I don't have a lot of experience. This can be a little bit of that red bronzer, but I like it in the summertime. But it is very, very light. I mean, if you have any kind of depth to your skin tone. And then what color is this? This is a little bit deeper than those two. So IT Cosmetics, like the blushes, I always feel like they work nicely for my skin. These are both of the Juvia's Place blushes. They're so pigmented, they're so beautiful. I thought, oh, I can use them as eyeshadows. This is the deeper one. This is the lighter one. They're really, really pretty. I never use them. So I'm going to make an active effort to get these into my makeup basket in the future. My makeup basket is a little delayed right now to see how I feel about them because I just haven't been using them. These ones I definitely am going to depot, I think, and use as eyeshadows because holy moly, would those not be gorgeous? And they blend really nicely. I mean, that's not what their intention is. They will blend away because blush is supposed to blend, but it'll give you a really soft pink or orange. So I thought I was gonna get rid of these, but I wanna play with them a little bit more. I'm gonna add them into my other, to think about basket. And that'll be with the Tartes, and we'll see if they stay or not. This is a baked blush from Wet n Wild. I don't understand. I mean, this looks like a highlight, right? I mean, come on now. But these are amazing as toppers if you can get past a little bit of texture. I brushed these very lightly onto my cheeks on top of an already pink, and it was just a really pretty flush. If you're someone that does not like toppers or anything like that because of texture and fine lines, you won't like these. But sometimes I'm willing to just be like, I like this color, I'm gonna get over it. So this one, it's that shiny pretty, and I actually really like this. I didn't think I would. These are my Urban Decays. And this one I got when it went on sale. It was the Gwen Stefani. I probably could toss all of the Tarte ones away and just keep these for the nudes. Oh my gosh, I loved this palette so much. I've got remnants of other things on my hands. I'm gonna have to play with this and see if it still has the pigmentation because it's so old. I don't know if it's one of those things like, oh, I'm sad and gone and, you know, used and abused. But man, when this one first came out, I was so surprised how much I liked it. And I had gotten the Gwen Stefani palette and given it as a gift. I didn't get one for myself, but that one was really light, pretty cherry, OC, and lo-fi. But they just look like they're lacking a little bit. So I'm gonna have to put that in the makeup basket to try out because I don't know if it even has any life. So that's a maybe. So far we have absolutely decluttered the Too Faced. We've thrown some things away and we've got a couple things to see what sticks around. This one, packaging, on sale, clearanced, and I don't like these colors. I love Urban Decay's blush formula. As you can see, I have a bunch, but these colors just weren't great for my skin. I'm gonna have to try them out again. Right now, it's like I've been keeping this one for the packaging. So I'm gonna put this in the test out pile, see if I get any use out of it, if I like the colors on me or not, and see if we're going to keep them or not. Now, these are the Afterglow blushes. I tried to buy every single one every time Ulta had a 21 Days of Beauty. I think I got them all. And again, one of those things like I'm going to declutter these and put these in my kit because above all else, these were my favorite because they were like no fail blushes. Their pigmentation is okay. It's fine. It builds, but it was like, I'm not going to make a mistake with these. Now my blush application has gotten better. I have some brushes that are diffused so I don't get the clown cheek, and I usually blend my blushes out, but I love these. So this one is Video. This one is amazing. Look at that shade. This one's Quickie. So fun. But do I not have other things like that? Like if I just kept the Juvia's Place one, do I need this? I don't know. I'm not ready to give these ones up. Look at this one. This one is Fetish, probably like every other Tarte one, but it's not picking up with my finger real good. So I need to see, definitely making the effort to use these more lately. This pale pink is probably very similar to Dandelion. Do I need you? I don't know. This one, Kinky, I use this one a lot. It has a bit of a sheen to it, so it blends real nice on the skin, but look, it's not picking up hardly any color. So then we also have this one, Crush. But again, I've had these a long time, and that's when you realize that maybe makeup does go bad. Look at this one is Rapture. I like this one too, but I don't know if they still build up to their whole potential. Let's flip over the arm. Oh no, you are broken and now everywhere. Man. So let's not flip this around. This one's Score, and I really like this shade, so I don't know that I'll repress this because I don't want to mess up the formula. I'll just try to push it back down. So here's Score. It's a good color for my skin tone. And then right here we have Indecent. Another very regular nudie shade, but out of all of them, when I first got them, this was the formula that I swore by because it was like a no fail. It's not like coming in with a Saharan blush from Juvia's Place where you're like, whoa, clown skin, you know what I mean? So these ones we're gonna think about, gonna play with some more, but I think Tarte will be on the chopping block first. ABH, I only have one. I really like these. I think that they're definitely well worth purchasing on sale. Like if you're hanging out at TJ Maxx and you need some blushes, I love these in the little trios because you could take it with you. And now with my new Wayne Goss holiday, I can get these on without looking like clown face. So I think this one was Pool Party. But again, I didn't buy any more blushes because it's not like, they're not like eyeshadow palettes to me. They don't, you know, uber excite me, but look at, that's an eyeshadow look right there if you're in a pinch. I really like these. They're very pigmented, and they're good. They're good. I have one Jouer blush. I bought it used from someone on the makeup store, and it arrived broken. Not their fault, but these are nice. Not for somebody with a lot of pigmentation in their skin, but they have other shades. So these are really nice formula. They look really pretty on the skin. I like them. Couple drugstore. This is a great little blush. This is from the L'Oreal. It kind of smells like peaches. Again, a neutral blush. 9 times out of 10, you might see this one on my cheeks on my channel. I know it's very, very, very light, but it's just enough to be like, ooh. The Milani, this one's Tea Rose. I think this one has seen better days, but I still get use out of it. Honestly, these ones are like in my, oh, look at that. But with my brush, it does a much better job than that. Or maybe it's just kind of older so I can control it. And then this one is the Almay Smart Shade in Coral. And I got this because of Tati. And I don't love it. I try to use it all the time. You can mix it through. It's similar to these ones, but I end up, if I want a coral kind of blush, I end up picking other ones. So I think this is going in the declutter. I have another MAC one, which I think has the shade this one is from Patrick Starr. I love that he did these, and I would probably buy more blushes like this, but I have this shade in a full-size MAC. I just can't find it. So this is I'm Peachless, and then this one is, I can't remember, but I have it full size, but it's older, so it definitely doesn't have the same pigmentation, but this still has me wanting the other MAC Patrick Starrs because I love the versatility of this. And this is one of my absolute favorites. It's called New Romance. This is probably 5 years old, but look at that. That's like old MAC quality. How are you gonna have a 5-year-old blush that still delivers a punch like that? I don't even know if MAC is that good anymore. So my last 2 randoms. This one was sent to me from a subscriber. I haven't used it a lot. It's very, very pigmented. I put it on my face, I was like, whoa. So I wanna use this a little bit more, see how I like it. And then this was in Penny Stuff, and I have been living with this on my cheeks. Just as my final topper, it goes on very pink. It's got a sheen to it, but it's just pretty. It was unexpected. I saw it and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna use this. And it is from Palladio. I don't know, I think it's like a little drugstore or something, but it is a great little blush. I have some cream blushes that I'm gonna go through that are like ColourPop and that kind of thing. So I'll do cream products separate from this video. I just wanted to do the things that come out, you know, with my palettes and that kind of thing. And I also am gonna do all my ColourPop in one. So my ColourPop Super Shock shadows, my ColourPop eyeshadows, it'll probably just be one video called my ColourPop collection. So that's my blushes. I didn't do a great job on this one. I'm only throwing away 4. I'm decluttering 2. I might even talk myself out of decluttering that one, but I'm going to test the formulas again on my Tarte ones, and then I will report back to you guys because I feel like maybe some of them are just too old and gone. Not ready to give up my Urban Decay ones yet, but we will definitely think about it. And these 2 I will be testing out to see if they stay. So that's my blush collection, guys. I just wanted to share that with you because the very top comment on my eyeshadow palette declutter was somebody asking about my blushes. So I didn't think it was even gonna be this big. I realized that I haven't bought a blush in a long time. So I know that I put these stops, the brakes on my blushes because I knew what I had, but that's only because they don't excite me as much as the other products out there on the market do. So that's the blushes, guys. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see next. Do we dive into contour? Do we dive into foundations? I don't have a lot of those. Lipsticks is gonna be kind of stupid. The lipstick pile is stupid. I'm not gonna lie. So let me know down below and we'll see you guys in the next video. Mwah. Bye.